The Hay Band Network.
Welcome to the Hay Band Network. Today we have a great guest in the middle of the TBA Convention. With us is Mr. John Carroll. Welcome to the Hay Band Network, sir.
Thank you, Chad. I'm honored to be here. I think this is a wonderful platform that you have developed.
Thank you. I've talked about trying to get you on for a while, and so I figured not a better time than the middle of TBA Convention. So, first of all, you are an associate director of bands at Permian High School out in West Texas, and you're also the TMEA president-elect. Is that all correct?
Yes, sir, it is. I'm blessed to be both of those.
Awesome. And you were the TMEA band division chair for the last 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding job. And so those that know Mr. Carroll, one of the nicest guys you can find at a convention, and always says hi and asks how you're doing. So great to have you on here. So let's talk about the convention. So we have a virtual convention, TBA. You've taken in some of the events and activities the last few days?
This is my 43rd TBA convention, and my first one via computer. But everything that the board has worked out and that Mike Brashear has worked out is just unbelievable. The easy access to the clinics, the virtual happy hour Saturday night that they had on Facebook, the exhibit hall access, everything. And the technology, I've been on several wonderful clinics, and I've not seen one technology snafu so far. It's just been amazing. My hat's off to all those people who planned it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's easy to access and get to those sessions, and there's still more stuff coming too.
It's a click of a button. And then, unlike real life, when you have 4 great clinics at the same time, you can only attend one. With what they've made available, we can attend all 4 after the fact.
Absolutely, and get the resources. So
yes.
Again, anyone watching, it's still not too late to attend the TBA clinic, and I think it's even good for another couple days or a week or two. You can sign up after the convention and still get to see all the stuff Mr. Carroll's talking about. So, all right. So I know the TBA is going on and there's some information coming, but I know the big question a lot of people is TMEA, and TMEA has come up with this, what I think in our situation, a great way to allow the all-state, all-region process help for our students. So if maybe say a few things on where we're at, when that information might be more available. I know people are asking lots of questions.
Sure. Well, we just decided early on that, as everybody else, as with TBA and TMEA, TBA and Midwest, everything is based upon the health and safety of our students. And we felt like the further we got ahead of that, the better off we were as far as planning for it also and making it happen from a technology point of view and everything else. So we are doing virtual auditions, as everybody knows now. It's been out both in junior high and high school level. Of course, that's band and vocal and orchestra and, mariachi and jazz. And we want people to realize that this is tryouts. It's the same thing we do, the same curriculum we've always had. We're doing it a little bit differently, but it's the same curriculum we have always had. In most cases, we want people to realize, of course, everybody knows that we're not having all region clinics and concerts during the fall, but those are certainly encouraged to be taking place during the springtime. We feel like with middle school, the gap they had from spring break on to be made up with the middle school trials. And of course, in middle school, you have a little bit more flexibility with your audition music. And in high school, again, for bands in particular at the moment, many of us are looking at limited marching experiences, and the all region experience and it's always been very, very vital, but it can even supplement the curriculum as we have more limited marching experiences. We ask our members to really, really understand that we think it's just as good as ever.
Yeah, and as a TMEA officer, I can speak the amount of time that you all put into this, that a lot of that information will be available at those region meetings, I'm guessing, here coming up in August, early August for everyone.
Yes, sir. Frank Coachman and Andrew Denman, who are 2 absolute technology gurus, they have they are working on all this, and all the details are completely worked out, but they're getting it very close, and they'll be meeting with, I believe the dates are the last day with region chairs, and the region chairs for all 3 divisions will have meetings toward the end of July, and then again toward the end of August. And there will be training for this, and because of Frank's and Andrew's expertise, it's going to be quite doable.
Man, it's great to hear. Yeah, it's a massive undertaking, I'm sure, but I'm sure it'll be great as those guys do fantastic work for all of us in TMEA for that. Any things you've picked up in the last few months? We've had some different times. You've taught for a couple of years, I think, but it's definitely been different. Anything you found that's been like, hey, this worked for me, or these some ideas I can take away and love to share with other people?
As much as I've always believed that fine arts, one of the best things you can get out of it, if not the best thing, is the friends you make. But even since spring break, that's even been hammered to me before. We talk about social and emotional learning, and I hope that never just becomes a buzzword or a byword to people, just something somebody kind of spouts off. I think more than ever before, I realized how important we are. I say we as teachers, music educators, and how important music is to the welfare of so many young people. It has been humbling to think that, to again have brought home to me that we offer something to them that's just invaluable. So, I'm excited for this new school year. We're not changing the what, we're just changing the how. Everybody's already heard that, and that is true. And hopefully someday we'll get back to a slightly more of what we've been used to for the past years and years and years. But I think more than anything else, just how much we bring to the table for the welfare and emotional growth of young people.
Man, so well said. Absolutely, for sure. Any shout outs you want to give before we end this?
Well, I'm just going to give a shout out to all the music educators out there, all the way from elementary music, the vocal, the orchestral, the band, the college teachers who are training the future TMEA members. If we allow it to be, it can be pretty intimidating times, but everything I see, everything I hear about is just moving forward, taking care of business, understanding that we have to do things a different way, but always putting our students first. So that may sound cliche, but I really do shout out to all the teachers who are approaching it that way, which I think everybody is.
Great. Awesome. Really well said, and so true. And it's great to hear those things from our leaders in TMEA and in our music world here in the state, supportive of everybody. So, Mr. Carroll, I want to thank you very much for joining me on the Hey Band Network today.
Thank you, Chad. My pleasure. My honor.